We have a major update on the Juan Soto sweepstakes, especially surrounding the New York Mets and a potential recruitment effort. This is going to make Mets Nation very happy. All right, Mets fans, welcome back to True Mets Talk podcast. This is the second podcast episode of the night on the channel. We are working overtime here as the Mets offseason rolls on. If you missed the previous video that was dropped on the channel today, talking Mets starting pitching free agent targets, I'll link that in the description down below. As always, please hit those thumbs up buttons on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new for more live streams, videos, and polls right here on the channel surrounding our beloved team from Queens, the New York Mets. Jon Heyman today stating that there are 7 to 8 different known teams out there in pursuit of Juan Soto, potentially a couple mystery teams involved as well. The 4 teams directly on my left are the known quote unquote big suitors that make the most realistic sense for the New York Mets. In addition to these teams, the San Francisco Giants are said to be interested, as well as the Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Rays. But these 4 teams are the big players. And as you all know, on this podcast episode, when we talk about Juan Soto this offseason, as per myself, I'm in the thought process of there are only really 3 teams that make realistic sense for Juan Soto, and those are the top 3 teams here, being the Mets, the Yankees, and the Red Sox. Although the Blue Jays have a lot of money to spend, and I'm sure they will make a hefty offer for Juan Soto, situationally, it remains to be seen if he's going to prioritize going over the border into Canada and putting on a Blue Jays uniform. All 4 of these teams, though, will get a chance to meet with Juan Soto and his representation out in California. First up is going to be the Toronto Blue Jays, followed by the Boston Red Sox, and then the 2 New York teams get a crack at it in their pitch and their effort to recruit Juan Soto, the Mets, and then lastly, the Yankees will make their case known for why he should remain in pinstripes. But according to many different sources, now that we know, first actually being TMZ breaking down this bombshell news in terms of the Mets recruitment effort of Juan Soto. That is right. Star shortstop, MVP caliber shortstop Francisco Lindor has joined the recruitment efforts for Juan Soto. Lindor, it was reported by TMZ that he touched down at LAX airport on Sunday night. And this is very coincidental in terms of when the Mets have their upcoming meeting with Juan Soto. Lindor did not have much to say on camera about those efforts, other than the fact that he wishes Juan Soto well and he hopes he makes the right decision in terms of what's best for him and his family. But it could be assumed that Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor, as you see in this graphic to my left, do have a little bit of a history with one another. And if you look at the days going back to when Juan Soto was even a Washington National before he was traded to the Padres, there was a lot of communication and conversation between Lindor and Soto on the baseball field, and that has remained constant over the years, regardless of which team Juan Soto has been a part of. Now, again, this is going to be a 3-team race, presumably with the Red Sox, Yankees, and Mets. Situationally, contractually, it all makes sense, and it's aligning in favor of the New York Mets. But they have to make the highest offer. They have to be the highest bidders. I did go on record saying that the New York Mets do not have to blow Juan Soto away with an offer that is light years above and better than what the Yankees offer him. It simply wouldn't make sense because the Yankees don't have that much more to offer him other than the fact that he can be paired with Aaron Judge in that lineup. The Yankees roster outside of those 2 guys is in flux, and the Mets are looking to spend big this offseason, even in addition to Juan Soto, because guess what, Mets fans? Even if the Mets are successful, that does not handcuff them in terms of pursuing other top free agents, whether it is bolstering the lineup or bolstering the starting pitching rotation. We should all be excited as Mets fans in terms of this Juan Soto situation. We will see what happens. Keep your eyes out, and I'm sure we'll talk about this on the channel very soon. Peace out.
Thank you for watching the True Mets Talk podcast. Make sure you're tapping on that notifications button and checking out all the latest content on the channel. Thank you.